Doctor.
Yes.
How is he? How is Dr. Work?
Well, it was a very close call.
But he's going to be okay.
Barring any complications, yes.
Complications?
Well, your friend lost a great deal of blood.
What about the secondary infection?
We're treating with antibiotics now. Would you like to go see him?
Well, I was waiting for my husband. He's talking to the police.
Well, I'll tell him where you are. You can go right on in.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
Well, you're welcome, but really, Dr. Warwick saved himself. He is quite a fighter.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I really don't know, Macy.
Karen. Connor wasn't running out on you. This whole time you were worried. He was planning a wedding and a honeymoon. Look, I know you have your doubts. Every woman has doubts before she gets married, but don't doubt Connor and his commitment to you because he is committed.
What is he committed to, Macy? Is he committed to me or the baby that he thinks I'm carrying? I mean, I'm sorry. I can't just push that out of my mind.
It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant that this whole wedding is based on a deception?
It's not based on a deception, Karen. The man wants to marry you, and not because he thinks you're pregnant, but because you are one hell of a woman, and he knows that, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you.
I could fake a miscarriage. What am I saying? That would just be another lie, and that would just compound this whole deception.
Will you stop it? Okay, Connor has proposed to you. Not only has he proposed to you, he's got a minister out there waiting. Now, you're not going to actually turn him down.
All right, I'm gonna get ready. Tell everybody that I'm gonna be right out.
Any last-minute nerves?
No way. I'm ready for this.
Have to admit, I never thought you were the marrying type, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, I guess you were. Actually, I wasn't sure myself, but knowing that Karen is carrying my baby inside her.
And you're not just marrying her because she's carrying your baby.
No.
That didn't sound too confident.
Look, Anthony. Okay. We probably wouldn't be getting married tonight. I mean, not exactly like this if it weren't for the baby, but yeah. I love Karen. And we'd be getting married at some point.
Just perfect. Oh, Macy, how's the bride?
She's fine now. I'll just be glad when this day's over.
Macy, you're a good friend. You know, she's lucky to have you.
Thanks, darling. Now, come on, let's get the show on the road. Where's Anthony?
He's in with the groom.
How you doing, Macy? You look a little worried. You okay?
It's been a long day.
There he is. Hello, Mr. Very Best Man.
How did you know, Sally?
I'm psychic.
Wow. Well, how's things going out here?
Ready and waiting.
Uh-huh. Have you got a groom for us?
Sure do. Sure do. Macy, can I talk to you for a moment?
doctor says you're quite a fighter.
Do you want to go a couple of rounds? Is there some water there, please?
We thought we lost you.
Nonsense. It was all an act.
Oh, I thought you were gone.
Do you want to know the truth? I thought I was gone, too.
No, James. I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. And I intend to stay for quite some time. Where's Rich?
He's talking to the police who rescued us.
So, he didn't go to Paris after all?
No.
There's quite a story there out there.
We wouldn't be here if he had gone to Paris.
I certainly wouldn't be here. I owe my life to Rich.
James, we need to talk about something.
What?
We need to talk about what happened between us in the cabin.
You want to talk to me?
Yes.
About what?
Wedding stuff, minor details.
Go ahead, Macy. You're the maid of honor. Go ahead.
Why don't we step outside?
Well, I think I'll go see what else I can find in the music department.
Yes, yes.
I'll be right
Good.
back.
Okay.
Oh, darling. Isn't that Anthony something to behold? I'm telling you, I feel so romantic that I have half a mind to ask the Reverend over there to stick around after he marries Karen and Connor. And he could do the honors for me and Anthony.
Oh. Do you think maybe it's just a wee bit too early for that, Sam?
I don't know. But I wish it wouldn't rain all over my romantic dreams. Oh, I know it's too early, but I'm telling you, every day in every way, that splendid young man, he is tap dancing his way into my heart. He is playing on my heartstrings, darling. And I love the sound of that music, and I love the way it makes me feel. I just love this feeling.
Look, Karen is fine. She's ready to get married. What did you want?
Macy, what is the matter?
Did you really have to talk to me in private, Anthony?
Why, is there some kind of rule against it or something?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Macy, you don't have to be so hostile with me.
I'm sorry. What did you want? What did you want to talk about?
It's about Connor.
Connor?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about something.
What?
Look, I mean, I know the guy's in love. I mean, he's head over heels. It's Karen this, Karen that. I mean, that's all he talks about.
Well, then what?
Well, he's really into this baby thing.
He is?
Like you wouldn't believe.
How into it is he?
Well, he probably wouldn't be marrying her tonight if she wasn't having the baby.
What?
Well, man, it is kind of a rush thing, isn't it? I mean, let's face it. Connor would be more traditional. He'd have the engagement and parties and the shower and the church gig. Oh, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I mean, it's a done deal. I mean, they're gonna get hitched, they're gonna have a baby, and then that's it. Well, actually, I do know why I'm talking to you about it.
Why?
I wanted an excuse to talk to you.
I've got to get back to Karen.
Why?
Because there's something that I need to discuss with her.
Oh, no. You're not gonna tell her what I just told you.
You'll have to excuse me.
Macy, wait, no. Wait a minute. Don't do this. Macy, don't do it.
Macy, I want to thank you so much.
For what?
For what you told me about Connor. You know what? You're absolutely right. I was making way too much of this. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Something's bothering you. Who are you talking to out there?
Anthony.
He said something, didn't he? Macy?
He's a little concerned, that's all.
About what?
About Connor. I guess he's excited about the baby.
Oh, terrific.
Look, Karen, you're just going to have to deal with this.
He's marrying me because he thinks I'm pregnant.
So what are you gonna do?
This is crazy. I'm not gonna force his hand. I won't do that.
Do you love him?
Yes, I love him. I love him so much. Too much to trap him into marrying me.
All right, then you go out there and you tell him that you're not pregnant.
And humiliate myself in front of everyone and Sally? I can't. I mean, this has got to be between me and Connor.
All right, then. How are you going to handle it?
I keep putting myself in his position. I mean, how would I react if he came to me and said that he'd been lying, that he was just testing me? I mean, would I still want to marry him? I don't know if I would.
You probably wouldn't. But you'd work it out. And then you'd get married maybe next week or next month.
So we should wait.
Or I could go out there and tell everybody that you're not feeling well and send them all home.
Then Connor and I could be alone and I could tell him and the chips could fall where they may. Oh, God.
Oh, come on, Karen. What do you really want?
Ladies, come on. The groom and the minister are chomping at the bit. It's time to put on a wedding.
You want to talk about what happened at the cabin?
Yes.
I don't remember anything particularly happening.
James.
When we were together.
We were together the whole time.
You act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I was dying. You were treating me. Most of the time I was delirious, I remember that. From the pain, from the cold.
But not all the time.
Part of the time I was asleep. I remember I had a dream. But it was only a dream. Do you understand?
What did you dream?
As I lay dying, an angel appeared before me. She was the most beautiful and radiant creature I'd ever encountered. She was generous, unselfish, strong. She gave me something. She gave me a gift out of compassion. She gave me the gift of love, physical love, something I had never experienced before. My angel did that for me, but it was only a dream. It didn't happen, Taylor. It never happened.
You can't believe it was a dream.
To share love with you. I have dreamt about that. I admit it.
Talking about something very specific, James. Something very real and very intimate that happened between us. Something I did for you. On the coldest, most desperate night of our lives, on a night that I thought that it might be our last.
What you did for me saved my life. It was an act of hope, nothing else. I realize that. Now, if you're worried about my expectations or how to deal with Ridge and your conscience, I will tell you how. You're going to see it for what it was. It was an act of compassion, the last wish of a dying friend, to experience physical love for the first and maybe the only time in his life. And hopefully, possibly, give him a reason to survive under impossible circumstances. That's all it was. Do you hear me? It was nothing more. No reason for guilt. No reason for regrets. And no reason for Ridge to ever know what happened between us. Because nothing happened, Dave. Nothing.
Okay, everybody, gather around. Reverend, are you ready?
If this man is.
Oh, don't worry about it. Connor. He'll always come through in the end, always has. Darla, music, please. Here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Dear family and friends, we are gathered here in the presence of the Lord to celebrate the union of Karen Spencer and Connor Davis in the holy state of marriage. This blessed relationship was ordained by the Lord and is to be honored among all peoples. It is to be entered into joyfully, lovingly, and reverently. As you stand here in this high moment, know that love, loyalty, and honesty are the foundations of a happy and lasting marriage. As you strive to fulfill the commitment you make here, your life together will be enriched with joy, satisfaction, and peace. In all the events of life, hold fast to the vision and promise of this, your wedding day. Connor, will you take Karen to be your wife? Will you love and comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep only unto her, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Karen, will you take Connor to be your husband? Will you love and comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep only unto him, as long as you both shall live?